holds the most grudges on your show?
Male.
Who's second?
Ooh. Second. Tisha? I say Tisha, but she don't be wanting to be. You know what I'm saying? But
I think Tisha.
she's sweet, but she don't.
She's very sweet.
Yeah, but she be trying to be mean. So
not trying.
All right, let's be real. If you've been watching Love and Marriage, Huntsville, then you know drama is nothing new. But this recent situation, it went way beyond anything we've seen before. No one could have predicted that Stormi would end up in the emergency room after what was supposed to be a calm sit-down with Latisha. Let's rewind a little, because this wasn't some random argument that exploded out of nowhere. The tension between Stormi and Latisha had been building for a while.
Pick it up, there's a lot going on, but now that I got it, I feel like basically what happened was Moses was cheating on Destiny apparently. That may or may not be the reason why they separated. Sonny came along at that time and was talking to him, and he was talking to another woman, and she was cool with that. And some kind of way he stopped talking to the other woman, and then within 90 days he got married. Like,
That's a 90 days again.
It's a lot. Like, and then so I do agree with Destiny. Like, what that say about you? Like, you just cool. Like, why would you do all that waiting for this?
They both agreed to meet up and talk it out. Just the two of them. No drama, no production circus. Just a peaceful conversation to clear the air. Stormi even showed up thinking it would be just that. No cameras in their faces, no lights, no pressure, just two women talking through whatever issues they had. But that's not how things went. During their meeting, Stormi brought along one of her close friends. That's when the situation took a sharp turn. The friend casually brought up a rumor about Marceau, Latisha's husband, possibly having a baby with another woman. At first, it wasn't even presented as drama. It was more of a, hey, people are talking. Maybe it's time to set the record straight. But Latisha didn't take that suggestion well.
Behind the Love and Marriage Huntsville page. No, okay, I'll say this. Nobody beat me up today. I ain't got beat up by a goddamn person. I'll say that. Not a hand, not a nothing. Sorry, folks like to lie. Not a touch. Okay? Yeah, sorry.
People who were there said the energy shifted immediately. Latisha didn't just get annoyed, she snapped. Multiple sources described how the mood escalated fast. Voices were raised, things got thrown, and Stormi tried to keep things calm, but it was already too far gone. Security had to intervene, and production allegedly shut everything down on the spot. And yes, cameras were rolling the entire time, so there's footage. But now producers are trying to figure out if it's even safe or responsible to air that episode because it got that intense. This wasn't just your regular screaming match. It turned into something physical, something real. And here's where it moves, from just reality TV drama to a serious medical crisis. After the fight, Stormi didn't just cry and leave. Witnesses said she completely broke down, shaking, sobbing, and having trouble breathing.
You have to have people around you who have a similar mindset. Be okay with cutting off people who don't.
It wasn't just a panic attack. Someone on set reportedly yelled for medical help, and paramedics were called immediately. By the time they arrived, Stormi was barely responsive. She had to be put on oxygen and taken straight to the hospital. Doctors later diagnosed her with an acute stress reaction. That's a medical condition where your body goes into shutdown because of intense emotional trauma. It's not just being upset, it's your nervous system crashing. She was sedated, kept overnight, and monitored closely.
Like, this is crazy. Like, people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lie. Like, now I don't believe it.
All of that happened because one conversation spun completely out of control. Now, this is where the story takes an unexpected turn because someone unexpected showed up at the hospital. Melody. Yes, that Melody. The one who has had more than a few tense moments with Stormi over the years. The two of them have never exactly been close, and fans know there's been some shade thrown between them in the past. So, when Melody walked into Stormi's hospital room without a camera crew, without a single social media post, it shocked everybody. According to sources, she showed up quietly. No attention-seeking, no look-at-me energy. She sat with Stormi, talked to her, comforted her. People in the room said Stormi was in tears, overwhelmed by everything that had happened, and Melody just sat with her woman to woman. No drama, no script, no producers involved. It was just real. And that got people talking. Was Melody genuinely trying to be supportive? Or was this a smart move to make sure she looked good in case things went public? Honestly, maybe it's a little of both. Because if you've watched Melody for any length of time, you know she understands how reality TV works. She knows how fast the narrative can flip. Still, the fact that she came at all, knowing her history with Stormi, says something. This might even be the beginning of a new friendship, or at least a fresh start. Meanwhile, the network is in full-blown panic mode. This situation wasn't just dramatic, it became a health and safety issue. From a production standpoint, someone being hospitalized is a major red flag. Insiders say the team is now reviewing every second of footage from the fight, trying to figure out exactly what went wrong. Did Latisha physically attack Stormi? Did anyone step in fast enough to stop it? Was production too slow in responding? If the answer to any of those questions is yes, it could mean legal trouble. Stormi's husband, Courtney, is reportedly furious. Behind the scenes, he's been demanding accountability and is even talking to lawyers. From his point of view, his wife had a medical emergency right there on set, and the people in charge didn't act fast enough to protect her. And honestly, that's a fair concern. Now there's talk that Latisha could be in danger of losing her spot on the show, not just because of what happened, but because of the potential legal risk of keeping her around. Nobody wants to take the blame if things get worse. And just when it felt like the drama had peaked, another bombshell hit. Someone close to Marceau came forward with some shocking claims receipts and all. According to her, Marceau has been renting a separate apartment, and he's been paying for it in cash. Now, that alone might seem suspicious, but it doesn't stop there. The woman says she's seen Marceau entering and leaving the apartment with a younger woman, someone who, oddly enough, looks a lot like Latisha. The two have allegedly been spotted together multiple times eating out, going into buildings, even visiting medical clinics. And here's the twist that got everybody buzzing. One of those visits was to an OB/GYN office. People who were there say Marceau was in the waiting room while the young woman went in, clearly pregnant. We don't have public confirmation, no baby photos, nothing concrete yet. But the fact that people recognized him and saw this woman visibly pregnant has poured fuel on the fire. And then it got even shadier. Multiple sources say Marceau has been trying to influence the show's editing. He's allegedly asked producers to remove certain scenes, especially any that talk about where he's been or question his personal life. Now ask yourself this: if there's nothing to hide, why go to those lengths? Silence can say a lot, and Marceau hasn't addressed the rumors at all. That alone is making fans suspicious. Now let's talk about Latisha again, because her reaction hasn't helped calm things down. After Stormi was hospitalized and the drama exploded online, Latisha didn't say a word. No Instagram stories, no posts, no interviews. Not even a simple, "I hope she's okay." And fans noticed. People are questioning why she's been so quiet, especially after something so serious. One fan commented, "If Latisha had nothing to hide, she'd be shouting it from the rooftops." Another added, "She went off on national TV and now suddenly disappears?" Something's not right. Some believe she's staying silent to avoid adding more fuel to the fire. Others think she's going quiet because the rumors about Marceau might actually be true, and she doesn't know how to deal with it. And then there are people who think she's just trying to lay low until the heat dies down, protecting her image, maybe even getting legal advice herself. Meanwhile, the entire Love and Marriage Huntsville fanbase is split. One side thinks Stormi was wrong to bring up Marceau at all, especially if it wasn't her business. They say it was messy and unnecessary, and that she crossed a line. But the other side? They're backing Stormi all the way, especially after what she went through physically and emotionally. They say Latisha lost control, and if the rumors are even halfway true, Stormi had every right to bring it up. The truth matters, and asking hard questions shouldn't end with someone being hospitalized. So now the big questions are, Did Stormi go too far by mentioning Marceau? Did Latisha go way over the line when she snapped? And most importantly, is there really a side baby? Because here's the kicker, the woman at the center of this side baby rumor, she's about to speak up, and she's got screenshots. You won't want to miss what she has to say. So let us know what you think. Do you believe Marceau's hiding something? Was Latisha wrong, or was Stormi out of pocket? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're watching everything. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because this isn't over. Not even close. The next chapter's coming, and it's about to get even messier.